Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is about Charlie. Charlie is a boat that I'm gonna be moving into, and I chose this boat because he had an amazing story. I met Wayne. Wayne is the owner of the boat around 6 months ago, and I was immediately fascinated because he had been living on his boat for 25 years, and he built and designed this boat with his friend and family. So after talking with him for hours and hours, he explained to me that he built this boat in 1985. At the beginning it was just a dream. They didn't have much money, no much resources, no heritage, nothing. They were just lucky enough to get hold of a farm, a big farm, 200 hectares. They selected a spot for the shed. But they didn't just go and buy a shed. They had to go in the bush, cut one tree, use it to make the 4 poles. They had to go back to the bush, cut another tree, use it for the trusted, design the truss, put them on. Apparently it was a mega project. And on the end it was an Australian style shed. People who know will understand it. When they started building the boat, they were living in a caravan with no water, no electricity. They just had a big extension lead from the house of the farm owner to the caravan. That's the only thing they had, and it took them 7 years to build the boat. 7 years. They manufactured everything, they built everything themselves. Apparently it was incredible. They had very limited resources. They were working Monday from Friday, and on the afternoon or the weekend they were working on Charlie. And slowly but surely Charlie was taking shape. Wayne told me that the hardest was when they were working for hours and hours and didn't see much of a difference on the boat when they were working on the motor or on the sail. And some days they were just doing like putting a big panel, and they were going, wow, this is amazing. So he told me that was the most challenging when they didn't have much vision rewards. I believe him when he told me that building a boat with not much resources and from scratch was extremely hard. I can't imagine it. Wayne told me that he did all the design himself, so he was kind of the engineer of the boat. And he was telling me that sometimes he was getting really frustrated because he was not sure that if the boat would float or not. So apparently he had years and years and years of doubt. He was 19 when he started having this idea of building his boat and started designing, getting some ideas from here, from there. So he was 19, today he's 56. So you can imagine the knowledge that he has. And but Charlie became perfect. He was floating the way he wanted. Everything, when they put it in the water, everything was just perfect. I asked Wayne about the cost. How much did he cost him to build that boat for like 6 years? He couldn't really tell me the exact amount because like he took him that long to build that boat. But he told me he was around 60 grand, he believed, 60,000 Australian dollar. Charlie is entirely made with fiberglass and a material like kind of a sponge. And he's a 30.5 ceiling catamaran. The shape and the curve on it is just incredible. Every time I see a catamaran, I don't want to criticize, but they all a little bit square. Wayne said that they look like a shoebox. But to be honest, Charlie is like a little bit different. He's like more shape. Like just have a look, it's pretty. You can see the curve on it, it's like a woman. In 1993 they had the first sail, so they go all around Australia for 1.5 years. And apparently it was one of the best time of their life, because I can imagine when you build a boat and just after be able to use it and just to know that he's sailing just perfectly. I can't imagine the joy of that. In 1999, Charlie had a mega damage. They hit a cyclone, and basically the cyclone damaged the whole back of the deck, so it was completely destroyed. They had to took it back from the water, and basically we built it, and they used that moment to do like an extension, so the back deck was much larger than that before. Wayne told me to design and build a boat when you're that young or young couple. Apparently it's a massive challenge. He couldn't describe to me how difficult it was and how challenging it was. Apparently with his girlfriend sometimes they had some tension, so yeah, like apparently it's not an easy task. It took him like that many years. But on the end of the day, he told me that the joy that he gets from that boat today, and especially he have been living on it for 25 years, yeah, he couldn't describe me how, you know, it was worth it. When I met Wayne around 6 months ago, he was a little bit struggling with his boat because he started a mega refit. He wanted to build a roof, like a decapotable. He wanted to put like a boom, instead of the boom he wanted to put a skiff on the sail. So he was a little bit struggling by himself, and it just broke my heart, and I wanted to help him. So I decided to go to the Gold Coast, stay for weeks with him and just help him painting, sanding, putting the non-skid on, help him with the window, cooking, cleaning, like all the tasks that I could do, I would just do it. So it was like that for months and months. I was just, when I was off at work or sometime when I was on holiday, I was just going there and helping him. And also that's when I decided to do a YouTube channel, because I was really fascinated by the boat world and the community, all that. So I decided to share that with you guys. That's where I decided I had this big idea in my head. So now with Wayne, I decided to go a little bit, stay on his boat for like a month or two. And he agreed to teach me how to sail, and me, I will just keep helping him on his boat. So guys, you're gonna be part of the journey. I will take you with me on board of Charlie. So you're gonna see a little bit how it is to live on a boat that Wayne have been designing. I'm really excited, so let's prepare the luggage and let's go!